You've cut back on salt, you've avoided protein, you've avoided potassium, taken your meds on time, followed all the advice, but your creatinine still won't come down. And every time you go back to the doctor, you're breathless with anxiety just in case the number goes up again. I know that feeling. The feeling that you're doing everything right, and the results keep betraying you. But here's the truth that most doctors don't have time to explain. Your creatinine isn't going down because you're not trying hard enough. It's because your kidneys are missing a key group of nutrients: anti-inflammatory, antioxidant, stress, blood-filtering nutrients that only a few vegetables have. And if you don't get the right vegetables, your kidneys will continue to work overtime, causing your creatinine to silently rise, little by little, none by none. In this video, I'll show you 5 common vegetable soons that 8 out of 10 kidney patients forget about that are key to helping your kidneys reduce inflammation, improve filtration, and naturally lower creatinine. And at the end, I'll point out a small cooking mistake that many people make that can cause creatinine to rise faster. If you're serious about keeping your creatinine stable, avoiding a drop in your GFR, and preventing your condition from getting worse, this is where you need to start. 1. Onion. Let's start with a vegetable that most people have in their kitchen, but few people know can make a big difference for your kidneys: onions. It's easy to dismiss them as just a flavor enhancer, but for those struggling with high creatinine, onions are actually nature's silent medicine for the kidneys. Onions contain quercetin, one of the most powerful antioxidants studied in renal nutrition. Quercetin acts as a protective shield, reducing inflammation, inhibiting harmful cytokines like TNF-A and IL-6, and more importantly, it helps prevent glomerulosclerosis, the causes of kidney function decline over time. For people over 60, where inflammation levels silently increase, this is a benefit that cannot be ignored. But that's not all. Quercetin also inhibits the enzyme xanthine oxidase, which increases uric acid. When uric acid is reduced, the risk of gout is reduced, and the kidneys are also significantly relieved. This is especially important for those with high creatinine who are also monitoring uric acid or gout-related joint pain. Onions also support the kidneys in a very natural way, reducing water retention and increasing the elimination of toxins gently thanks to their natural diuretic properties. This helps the body eliminate creatinine, urate, and other waste products more effectively without putting stress on the kidneys like many strong diuretics. Another reason why onions are on the list of golden foods for people with kidney disease is their mineral content. With only 116 milligrams of potassium and half a cup of raw onions, this food is considered extremely safe for people with chronic kidney failure or those who are strictly limiting potassium. In addition, the sulfur compounds in onions also help lower blood pressure, improve circulation, thereby protecting the kidneys indirectly but very sustainably. However, there are still a few things you should keep in mind. Onions are moderately high in oxalates, so if you have a history of calcium oxalate stones, avoid eating them with shrimp, seaweed, soy, or honey, all of which can increase blood oxalate levels. For people with weak stomachs, light cooking may help make them easier to digest without losing much quercetin. And as with any food in a kidney diet, you should still monitor your total daily potassium and phosphorus intake. The best way to use onions for maximum benefits is simple: eat them raw, stir-fry them, or add them to salads. You can also add the skins to a pot of broth, then strain them out. This way, you get the most quercetin without having to eat the skins. For most people with kidney disease, 1-2 onions a day is enough to provide positive benefits as long as you combine them with a healthy kidney diet and drink enough water. A small onion can make a big difference in reducing inflammation, supporting blood filtration, and lowering creatinine over time. And the best part? It's easy to find, inexpensive, safe, and suitable for most seniors trying to improve their kidney health every day. 2. Eggplant. Now, let's talk about a vegetable that is often overlooked but is secretly doing more for your kidneys than you think. Eggplant. Yes, that long, round purple vegetable that most people only think of when grilling or stir-frying. But inside that humble purple skin is a nutritional treasure trove that kidney patients, especially those over 60, often overlook. What makes eggplant special is nasonein, a powerful antioxidant found in the purple skin. Nasonein acts as a protective shield for kidney cells, reducing oxidative stress, which silently wreaks havoc on your kidneys every day when creatinine starts to rise. You can think of it this way: if your kidneys are fighting free radicals, inflammation, and toxins, then nasonein is like a bodyguard standing at the door, preventing those bad guys from further damaging kidney tissue. Eggplants don't stop there, they're also high in fiber, which is often lacking in older adults but is extremely important for the kidneys. Fiber helps improve digestion, lower cholesterol, stabilize blood sugar, and control weight, all of which help reduce stress on the kidneys. A healthy digestive system helps the body eliminate toxins through the intestines, rather than putting them all in the kidneys. This sounds simple, but it makes a big difference for those trying to keep creatinine stable. And here's the thing that many kidney patients are most concerned about: potassium content. Eggplants are actually among the kidney-safe vegetables, containing only about 167 milligrams of potassium per steamed cup, much lower than potatoes, spinach, or other dark greens. Plus, eggplants are also very low in sodium and phosphorus, making them an ideal choice for those who are limiting minerals to protect their kidneys. However, like any kidney food, eggplants aren't perfect. It contains oxalate, a compound that can contribute to calcium oxalate kidney stones in people who have had stones or are susceptible to oxalate. This doesn't mean you can't eat eggplant. Simply put, don't overdo it. If your creatinine is high, if you've had kidney stones, or if you have a mineral imbalance, eat eggplant in moderation. And if you're wondering how to cook it for your kidneys, avoid frying. Eggplant absorbs oil like a sponge, making it a fat bomb. Instead, steam, boil, or lightly roast it with a light coating of olive oil and garlic. It's flavorful, easy to digest, and it retains its anti-inflammatory benefits. If you want to reduce the bitterness, you can soak the eggplant in lightly salted water, but skip it if you're on a sodium diet. Eggplant is not a superfood, but when you choose it right, eat the right amount, and prepare it the right way, it becomes one of the important pieces that help your kidneys reduce the load, reduce inflammation, and gradually bring your creatinine to a safer level. This is the kind of silent hero that many people overlook but is something your body is secretly waiting for. 3. Garlic. Now, let's talk about a small but powerful thing that can completely change the way your kidneys function. A food that you sometimes use just for flavor, but contains compounds that many kidney-supporting medications don't have. I'm talking about garlic. Yes, that little clove of garlic you've cooked in thousands of meals in your life. What makes garlic special is allicin, the compound released when you chop or crush fresh garlic. Allicin acts as two things at once: a shield that protects kidney cells from oxidative stress and a sponge that soaks up inflammation, toxins, high blood pressure, and creatinine buildup. And this is why garlic is considered one of the most powerful natural medications for people with high creatinine or chronic kidney disease. Garlic helps the kidneys in 4 ways. First, it reduces inflammation and oxidative stress, 2 of the biggest causes of kidney failure over time. This helps slow down the process of glomerulosclerosis and protects kidney tissue from free radicals. Second, garlic helps lower blood pressure and improve blood lipids, indirectly reducing the load on the kidneys because the kidneys have to work too hard every time high blood pressure is prolonged. Third, garlic has natural diuretic properties, helping the body eliminate excess sodium and thereby reducing water retention, edema, and supporting the kidneys to remove creatinine more easily. And fourth, garlic helps reduce uric acid, supports the liver and gallbladder, is antibacterial, and protects the filtering organs from silent damage caused by diabetes or toxins. One thing that very few people know: black garlic is even more powerful. The natural fermentation process increases antioxidant activity, helps the body detox better, reduces filtering pressure on the kidneys, and supports the immune system, something that people over 60 need more than ever. However, like any powerful food, you need to use garlic properly. Eating too much raw can irritate the stomach, and in severe cases of kidney failure, you still have to control the amount because garlic has a little potassium and phosphorus, although not as high as many leafy greens. The safest dose is 1-2 cloves of fresh garlic per day, chopped and left to stand for about 10 minutes before eating to fully form allicin. His takeaway: keep in mind with black garlic, 3-5 g per day is suitable for people with chronic kidney failure. Use garlic as a salt alternative, especially if you are trying to control blood pressure and keep sodium low. Combine garlic with a kidney-friendly diet and enough water, and you will see your kidneys take a load off, even from simple daily meals. A small clove of garlic may go unnoticed, but for the kidneys, especially when creatinine has started to rise, it is one of the most powerful and reliable assistants you can put into your body. 4. Cabbage. Now, let's talk about a vegetable that sounds so ordinary that you've probably walked past it 100 times in the supermarket without even looking at it. But for those trying to keep creatinine levels stable and reduce the burden on the kidneys, cabbage is truly a silent helper. Cheap, easy to find, but with a power that most people underestimate. The first reason cabbage is a gift for the kidneys is because of its extremely low potassium content, only about 170 milligrams per 100 g. This means you can eat cabbage without worrying about putting the extra burden on the kidneys like you would with other potassium-rich vegetables. Not only is cabbage low in potassium, it's also low in sodium and phosphorus, which anyone with chronic kidney disease needs to pay close attention to. In other words, this is a vegetable that lets the kidneys breathe, safe, gentle, and without pushing the already weakened organ too hard. But the most remarkable thing about cabbage is its powerful anti-inflammatory properties. Cabbage is loaded with vitamin C, fiber, and especially sulforaphane, a natural compound that has been shown to reduce inflammation, prevent fibrosis of kidney tissue, and protect cells from damaging free radicals. You can think of sulforaphane as a biological layer of armor, shielding your kidneys from the agents that cause creatinine to rise without you even knowing it. One animal study even noted that cabbage juice can reduce kidney dysfunction in just 28 days, a remarkable result for such an inexpensive vegetable. That's not all. If you're battling high blood pressure, one of the most common causes of kidney damage, cabbage is even more important. Purple cabbage is especially rich in anthocyanins, antioxidants that have been shown to support blood vessels, reduce systemic inflammation, stabilize blood pressure, and indirectly protect the kidneys. Even your immune system is strengthened, which is very important when the body is weakened by kidney disease. Digestively, cabbage is also a big plus. It is low in vegetable protein, high in soluble fiber, easy to digest, and does not put pressure on the kidney's filtering system. For people with chronic kidney failure who need to limit protein but still want to maintain a rich vegetable diet, cabbage is a great choice. But like all foods, cabbage has its side to note. It contains calcium, oxalate, a substance that can contribute to the formation of kidney stones in people who already have a history of stones or very weak kidneys. If you are on dialysis, have a goiter, or have chronic constipation, you should eat cabbage in a more controlled way, rather than eating it every day. This is not a taboo, you just need to listen to your body and use it appropriately. The right way to eat cabbage is also surprisingly simple. You can eat it raw if you ensure good hygiene because eating raw retains more vitamin C, but lightly steaming or boiling cabbage is also good and makes it easier to digest, especially for older people. What you want to avoid is stir-frying it in a lot of oil or salt, as this can inadvertently destroy the benefits of cabbage. Keep it simple. A few steamed cabbage leaves, drizzle with olive oil, a little black pepper, or toss it into a salad with lemon. Light and extremely good for the kidneys. 1 to 2 cups of cabbage a week is ideal to help reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and ease the burden of filtering the blood. If you combine cabbage with other low-potassium vegetables and drink enough water every day, you are giving your kidneys one of the things they need most, a peaceful environment to recover. 5. Green beans. Now let's talk about a vegetable that most people consider a side dish, light, unimportant, but possesses a special balance that your kidneys always crave. That is, green beans, or string beans, green beans. Not noisy, not as strong as garlic, not as prominent as cabbage, but it is this quietness that makes green beans one of the most subtle foods to support body cleansing. The first thing you need to know is green beans have the ability to clear heat, diuretic, and support natural detoxification. The pectin fiber in beans helps the digestive system work more effectively, reducing bloating and indigestion, thereby reducing pressure on the kidneys because clean intestines mean less waste accumulates in the blood. Along with that, the group of B vitamins and antioxidants in green beans act as gatekeepers, reducing inflammation, neutralizing free radicals, and protecting cells from oxidative damage factors that cause creatinine to increase silently over time. But that's only half the story. Green beans also have the ability to regulate blood sugar and reduce cholesterol, helping to protect the kidneys indirectly, but extremely importantly, because for people over 60, diabetes and high blood fat are the 2 leading causes of kidney deterioration the fastest. When blood sugar and blood fat are well controlled, your kidneys can breathe, rest, and reduce the burden of filtering harmful substances. However, and this is the part you absolutely must not ignore, green beans are not always suitable for people with weak kidneys, especially those with high creatinine or in the chronic kidney failure stage. Although green beans are benign, the potassium, phosphorus, and oxalate content in green beans is much higher than in other vegetables. With a healthy kidney, this is not a problem. But with kidneys that are losing their filtering ability, these minerals can easily accumulate in the blood, causing hyperkalemia, electrolyte disturbances, and even an increased risk of kidney stones. In addition, the phytic acid in the bean hull can also reduce mineral absorption and cause digestive discomfort in the elderly. So, I want you to remember this. Mung beans are only the perfect assistant when used properly and correctly. If your kidneys are healthy, or in the mild stage, you can eat mung beans 1-2 times a week, always cooked thoroughly, not eaten raw or undercooked. A bowl of mung bean porridge or steamed mung beans is a light, refreshing, and safe choice for most people. But if you have high creatinine, hyperkalemia, or moderate to severe chronic kidney disease, do not eat a lot of mung beans on your own. Soak the beans thoroughly, cook them for a long time to reduce potassium. Eat small amounts, and it is best to consult a doctor or nutritionist before using them regularly. Remember, our goal is not to force the kidneys to work harder, but to create a gentle, comfortable environment for the kidneys to rest and recover. Green beans can be part of that plan, but only when used correctly, at the right time, and for the right health condition. Now you see, 5 seemingly ordinary vegetables can make a real difference to your kidney health, not because they're magical, but because they provide exactly what tired kidneys need: low in minerals, high in anti-inflammatories, and always gentle on the blood. But it's not about knowing their names, it's about how you incorporate them into your daily meals. A little onion, a portion of cabbage, a few steamed green beans. Small choices like that, repeated regularly every day, are what help your kidneys reduce the pressure and give your body a real chance to recover. Don't blame yourself if you've eaten wrong or didn't know what to do. No one is born knowing how to protect their kidneys, and most of the advice you hear is very general. It's not the past that makes the difference, it's the decisions you start making today. Your kidneys don't need magic. They just need patience and good choices repeated over time. So if this video has helped you understand your body better, or if you found even one vegetable you want to try, start it at your next meal. Then tomorrow, and the day after that. These are small changes, but they can open up a new path for your kidney health. And if you want to continue learning more natural, safe, and easy ways to stabilize creatinine, reduce inflammation, and protect your kidneys over time, share this video with someone who needs it, like it, and subscribe. Your recovery journey doesn't end here. It's just beginning.